Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today we are going to be putting in the Western Digital Black SSD 1 terabyte into my PlayStation 5 console. I've owned it since pretty close to release, and I think it also needs good cleaning, a wipe down even, and we're going to go through, unbox this, and install it into the PlayStation 5. But you do that by pulling off the covers and installing it on the inside, but while you're there, you might as well give it a good cleaning. So from here, we're going to unbox this and see what everything looks like inside. This was on a Black Friday deal. I think it was down from 20 some odd percent. And looking into all those other budget SSDs for a while, I figured I might as well just go with the branded one. What's really in there? We're just gonna... Oh, it's like on a giant sheet of foam here. Took all that away. A little bit of paperwork. Get yourself a sticker. Oh no, it's just a... Do not over tighten. Tells you what to do. And this is SSD. It looks really, really nice. It's got a little part on the back to help push it out. That's the integrated design that it talks about. It's got the heat sink and everything, so it should just plug right in and give us that extra terabyte of storage. You do need to take the base off of your PlayStation 5 in case you have it standing upright like mine. But from here, we can see that mine's got a little bit of smudge marks, it's got a little bit of dust inside. So I got a few cleaning materials and we're gonna go through this. Disassemble the plates off of the console. Apparently you just lift the corner and push to the right ever so slightly, and then it should just come off. So from here I'm gonna give, yeah, there's a bit of dog fur. I got a big dog at home, so we're gonna take the plate off. And you can see this is the side that does not have the SSD on it. Up in here you can see that there's some dust coming along. So I'll put this back on, so you just line it up, wait till it kind of seats in. There we go, snap back in. Give it a half decent wipe down. You'll flip it right onto the other side. And then from this one, you pull from up here and do the exact same thing, but ever so slightly. There we go. Try to catch it on this side while you're doing it. You can have the sheet just fly away. And you definitely do not want that to happen. So what you're going to need is actually a really small screwdriver, aren't you? I don't know if I got the proper size out here. Nope. So we're going to need you're going to need a very small headed Phillips head screwdriver. Get yourself in there. Take this out. And then you have your length management screw right here. Again, you're going to need a really small screwdriver for this one. This is to ensure that the SSD, I'm sure, does not bounce around while it is in the console. So here, you can see that the grooves have the long strip going in this direction, and it's not going to fit in this way. What you're going to do is kind of line it up. The light light in there. I'm sure it's going to have to push nice and snug until it gets all the way in there. There we go. It is coming up a little bit, so that I'm pretty sure you see in this little ring underneath it. Allow the screw to drop in over top. Screw it down so it stays nice and flush. Now I'm more than sure that's the way to do it, because this makes it a very flush and straight angled item. That little ring underneath, the little shim, I don't think goes over top of this to mount it down. It's got its own like bit of metal bracket, and I think that should seal it up just fine. So that's installing it. Not very hard, very quick. They make it very easy with the PlayStation 5. Very friendly to somebody doing it on their own. Not quite like the PlayStation 4, where there was quite a bit to take off of that console. So I want to tighten this guy all the way down. Take the plate again, line it up, ensure that it seats in everywhere. Give it a little push going to your left. Screw the base back on, and there you are. You have it, the WD black fully into the console. We are going to go get some footage of it installing, and we're going to transfer over some games. We're going to see how big of a difference this really makes in the storage capacity. And yeah, some of the PlayStation 5 games that have come out recently have been really big on volume for the storage component of the PlayStation 5. Stuff like if you play Call of Duty, if you play God of War, if you're playing any of these big AAA titles with these really high resolution and high frame rates, it's really taking a lot of storage out of your console. So let's go plug this in and give it a try. Alright everybody, so when you boot up the PlayStation 5 here, it instantly prompts you that you've put in this M.2 SSD, and you need to format it. When you format your M.2 SSD, all data on it will be deleted. So good thing it's brand new, we have nothing on it. We're gonna click format the SSD. Now this is the recommended one. So read speed, it's over 6,000 megabytes per second, which is incredible. Go to settings, storage, install location. So let's go give that a try. So, like I said, this was on a Black Friday sale. It was down 20-something% off, and this was the one that was recommended. I got Callisto Protocol for Christmas, actually for my birthday, and we're just going to give it a try. So you can see that my console storage is being used up quite a bit, but it says the SSD storage is just over 1 terabyte, but the free storage is exactly 1 terabyte. So if we go to install location, games and applications, we go to the SSD storage, and maybe we're going to be able to move everything over. If we go into our games here, sort out, what if select items to move? Sure. So let's try to enter everything. So we're going to move it all. Be moved to the SSD storage. So it's quite a bit there. And it's got some time to go. So I'm just gonna speed through the rest of this, and I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, it's all finished here. As you can see that the M.2 SSD storage has taken up only about half its capacity with the games that are on there, but it has given back so much space back to the console. It was not able to move over this Resident Evil Village add-on, but other than that, that is the only thing that seems to be left inside the console. There's a lot of other, apparently. need it for apps and games to work properly. So you cannot budge that around, it looks like. And that takes up almost 1/10 of the console itself, its storage. So from here, we are able to still use almost half of it compared to this thing being 3/4 the way full, which is really, really useful. So all these games should boot up and load straight off of the SSD once you put the disc in. As I do have these games physically, this is a great little add-on. I'm going to be very happy with using the SSD to up the storage, and I'll come back with you guys with more information if any part of it breaks down. But it was very easy to put in, and it seems like it's very easy to make the update. Again, I don't think I would buy it at full price, but it was on sale for the Boxing Day, and it was 20 to 25% off, and that put it in the budget range of the cheaper ones that you needed to assemble with the heatsink. So this is a very good option, and it is the PlayStation 5's recommended item for the SSD drive. Again, thanks very much, and see you next time.